Hi, welcome back to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. Well, I want to thank all of you who have watched and subscribed and commented and otherwise, left feedback or anyway, been supportive in whichever way you have been supportive. I appreciate it, and I especially appreciate Allison at AJ's Inspired Life for giving me a shout out and sending some traffic my way. I do appreciate it. And also Pocket Journal Pam on Instagram. Thank you both for that. It's always hard getting started, but it's just slow and go, but y'all been keeping me pretty busy and I appreciate it. The last video, let's see, I made this journal for July, and no, I have not made a whole lot of progress, although I did attempt to film me doing this page several times and have had some serious issues with my phone storage. So I guess that is the life of creating YouTube content. I thought I had plenty, but anyway, then they started chiming in and my cloud's full and this is full. I was like, oh dear, it's just like my life. All my closets are full and the extra closets are full and, all your overflow, and it's time just to sit down, chill out, and clean house, right? So anyway, I have a story about that though, and I'm going to see if any of you have had any trouble with it, but I'm going to see if I can do this page while I talk though. On the other video, all I was doing was putting some color down. I did try some watercolor and told you why that wasn't my thing, although I love it, but anyway, so I just blobbed some ink on here, so I like the randomness of the blobbing, I think. When I hold a paintbrush, I try to be too precise, so we'll stick to blobs and smushes. So anyway, so I've tried a couple times to film this, and then something would happen, it'd run out of storage, and then, blah, 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 and I thought about trying to piece together the video out of that, but well, I'll just start over. It's not that big of a deal. So, and then we kind of ran into the weekend, and that got a little busy, and so here I am. I hope you have all had a great 4th. Well, not just Americans. I hope everybody had a great 4th. Everybody has a 4th of July. It's just, some people celebrate it a little differently. But anyway, you know what I mean. So I hope that y'all all had a good weekend. How's that? So I have I have a mess. I had shown you in the video that you didn't see. Nope, that's mine. Some of the, because on the first, Pam from Pocket Journal Pam puts out her, she posts all her new collages for the month, or her printables for the month, and just a cute assortment. Oh look, yep, okay, I need to use those. Anyway, some days of the week with some fun colors, and then a couple of varieties of numbers. So anyway, that's that. And so I was starting, you can see I've already cut some of them apart to use them. And anyway, what I was going to say about the phone storage though was that, hold on, I dropped all my stuff. The more I delete, I have an iPhone, it's a 8 Plus, I think. Yes, I know it's older, but, it is, it's all up to date. It's got, the pretty good memory on it and whatever. I pay extra for the cloud storage and also, Anyhow, when I was deleting photos, and I have thousands, I mean like 28,000 photos, so that did not come as a surprise that, you know, I throw a couple more videos in and I'd you know, jam it up. But the weird thing, you know, you just go in and you delete photos, right? No big deal. Well, the big deal was that the more I deleted, the more I have, let's say it's 65 or 200, I don't know, whatever it is, the gigs. Let's say it's 64. And it was telling me that I had used 63.7 of my whatever, so of my 64. Well, then, yeah, I would delete. I sat here one night, and then it, you know, it's kept me from making videos and stuff too. I'm gonna cut out some of these little things I printed for just to put in my journal. Anyway, I deleted, no kidding, I deleted 4,000 videos the other night. And my storage increased. Not available storage. The more I deleted, the fuller it got. And I'm going, something is wrong. So I started screenshotting, just so that because I really, you know, you start doubting your own sanity at that point, right? And I just did it, you know, whatever night that was, maybe Friday night or something. My husband was sitting, you know, we were just sitting there watching a movie or TV or whatever, and, you know, just something to do, right? Well, and every few minutes, it would prompt me and tell me that my storage was full, that I needed to increase my iCloud storage, and you know, for $9.99 a month. And I'm going, don't think so. Not when I knew I had plenty of photos and stuff to delete that I didn't need on there anymore. I just hadn't taken the time to do it. So anyway, I just thought that was weird. I don't know if anybody else has run into that issue or not, but I just thought that was weird, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to sound a little paranoid here, but, you know, it just makes you wonder sometimes what, you know, what some of these companies will do to, you know, force you to, you know, buy something or spend more money or whatever, because, you know, I got forced to upgrade my phone this last time. Anyway, I'm not going to get on that. That's another subject. So, that's a story for another day. Okay, I just, these are just little clip art things I printed off. Let's see, trying to figure out which thrift store, which coffee. I had coffee with a friend and went to a thrift store. I mean, what better day is that, right? I think I will use these. And then the tag office. So that really, you know, that was loads of fun, right? But I forgot that I was supposed to meet a friend of mine, and, you know, not right down the street, but, you know, 20, maybe 30 minutes away with a lot of traffic, but probably 20 minutes. Anyway, yeah, and that was on July 1st, and then I realized that my tag expired. I should have had it renewed in June, and, well, oops. So, June, like I said before, June just flew right by without me, you know, I wasn't done with it, apparently, so. But June is always a busy month for us, so it didn't surprise me too much. Let's see. Yeah, I have my mat instead of my calendar this time. I usually use this mat when I'm working with inks or paints or pretty much anything. It's so easy just to, this is the Tim Holtz, the glass mat. I'm not gonna do a commercial for Tim Holtz right at the moment, but let's just say it's not a coincidence that those squares fit perfectly in there. So, you know, for the purposes of inking and, you know, blobbing and smushing and all that good stuff, yep, this works great for it. Let's see. One day maybe Tim will pay me to advertise some of his products, but until then, he doesn't know I exist, so, you know. All right, so I let's see, just trying to figure out which in which order to put things. You know, there's always the debate of, does it match? And then chronological. I think Allison talks about the chronological thing too, where you feel like you have to do it from here to here on your day. And yeah, sometimes it, you know, doesn't bother me, but sometimes it does. And see, like this, I actually did this, like, would have been like right here in the day, because it was later afternoon, and I did this early in the day. So, I mean, I guess that's not horrible, but, you know, this sure did fit better up there. However, I've been debating on finishing tearing this, and so maybe that just gave me that little bit of a push to finish tearing it. This is just the, this is where I met my friend. We've been friends for 20 some odd years, and she doesn't live in my town. I mean, we don't live in the same town exactly, but only like 45 minutes away, hour away. And sorry, I had to walk off for a second. And so, you know, there was all the, you know, that C word stuff that went on last year, and so, you know, nobody saw as many people as they normally would. But anyway, then last fall, in September, we had a hurricane that it hit us pretty hard. I mean, we did okay personally. You know, no real hassle. Anyway, I want to talk about that because there's another one out there brewing around. So anyway, but it took out our bridge, the one that connects where she lives, where I live. And so there is another way around, but it's like all the way, you know, from here to here. Instead of going from here to here, you gotta go all the way around here. So anyway, so, you know, it makes it a much longer trip. So we didn't see each other a whole lot, except sometimes she has an appointment, like in this town. Does that make sense? Let's see. See, because I live here and she lives there. And this bridge is out. So, but sometimes in this town over here, she has an appointment. So she had one that day, and so I met her. So anyway, it makes it only about like a 25 minute trip, like I said. So I try to take advantage of that whenever she comes into town, or that town, whichever. So that was a long story, wasn't it? Yeah. And then this was the day that I finished making my journal. And then I made this printable. I just drew up the little YouTube symbol. Probably will tweak it a little bit, but yeah, I made a video, watched a video, binged, that sort of thing. So I've had been showing it to Allison as I was making it, and she was giving me her input on that, so I appreciate that. But anyway, I printed off a picture of my journal, filmed this video that day. So there was a good bit on this day. And then, does anybody else find that? You have like tons of stuff for one day, and then I'll flip to the next day and I have to like really think and scrounge for something for it. And so I just need to, let's see, I actually did that first thing in the morning. And there. But I don't like that. I don't like it. But that's how I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Might as well just glue this down. Okay, this was when I went to get the tag. And then, you know, there's this thrift store right down the street from the tag office. And, you know, I mean, I had to like 3 doors down maybe. So, you know, I had to stop in there, right? You know, so that I could use their parking lot to put my tag on, and, you know, happened to go in while I was there. So, yeah, you believe all that too, right? Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna start gluing stuff down. And a lot of times I end up not leaving myself anywhere to journal, but that's all right too. Let's see, I think I'm gonna start up here. I'll put that, because I did do that first. Yeah, I did it first so that, well, I started the cover video. I think I did that one, wait, no, this is a Thursday. I think I did that on the 30th, which is a Wednesday, and then I filmed this one Thursday morning. I was trying to have them both, anyway, they both took forever to load. Anyway, so, well, that didn't quite go as planned, but anyway, I actually had to go, the first video, and it was shorter than the second one. I actually had to go to my, to somebody else's house to get it to finish loading, so it has to be something with my internet, I'm sure. And then do this. This is our tax collector in our county. This isn't the tag. This isn't the tag that I have, but I like it. LawrenceKids.org. It's about child abuse and prevention and that sort of thing. So, you know, that's always a good thing to promote if you can, is the prevention of any of that stuff. Probably when I have to get my tag renewed. Well, it's like every so many years you have to replace the actual tag, so I probably will get that one. But this time I just got the little sticker. There's that. I don't know if you can see them, but that's the Blue Angels. You probably hear the train too. I don't live too far from a... Yeah, it's going to be exceptionally loud today. I don't live far from a train track, so... Yep. Let's see. Put this down. I don't get down to this thrift store very often, but I really like it, and they expanded since I've been there last, so that was pretty exciting. You know, just to get to go, and I found some pretty good stuff. I'll show you some of it. I I'm just gonna, yeah. I debated on jumping that, but I think I will not do that on this one. Maybe wait till towards the end of the month to start jumping that center thing and making the, as I would imagine it helps make the fold, make the spine pretty thick. I'm gonna use this. This is one of the dates. I had the other one cut out, the more colorful one. Let me see. Had that one cut out, but then that was like the only green thing on this page, so I figured I would just put her on here. They're both from Pam's Patreon printables this month. So anyway, and we had Beef O'Brady's as a, I assume it's not a chain. I could be wrong, but I was thinking it was just a like a locally owned thing, but I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice, right? Oh, I should have put those right here. That's all right. Don't overthink this. Just put them down. Hey, just getting something glued in my book is, you know, a cause for celebration some days. I don't know. I really, there's some days it just comes easy and there's some days it just doesn't. And I'm sure that's the same for everybody. But, anyway, I was hoping I was going to actually kind of keep up this month and not get behind, but it, yeah, it got away from me. Because, well, I would have, you know, had this somewhat done or started or video or whatever, but I ran into that issue with my phone and the storage issue. And, well, and then, you know, I got stuck down that rabbit hole for a bit. And, anyway, you know, that's always just, all it takes is like one distraction, especially if you only have like, I've got an hour to sit down and do this, and then you run into you know, something technical like that, and it's like, okay, there went my hour. So, anyway, I am, not sure. I'll probably journal a little bit. I wanted to show you, I want to show you this. I'm going to go get it though. Hold on. Okay, so there's a picture of my pepper. I think it was on this day. I usually pick, you know, if I'm going to garden, I usually do it early in the morning, but I might actually, it might be on this day, and I might put it on this day even if it wasn't. But look, this thing is huge. Can you see this? Let's see. I don't have, it might be a little darker than, let me turn on another light. See if that helps at all. It glares on this glass thing pretty bad, but I'll just keep the journal there. Anyway, it's a cayenne pepper. And I forgot to look at the name, what kind it was, what kind of cayenne pepper. But I had no idea these things got this big. So it's the first one I've ever grown. I'm going to dehydrate. I don't eat peppers that much, but I mean, you know, jalapenos on a nacho or something. But anyway, I'm going to dehydrate it and make my own cayenne pepper. That's the plan anyway. But, yeah, I can smell the heat on it. But so that's my pepper. But I think that's going to be on that day. So I just thought I'd show you that. And then, I don't remember anything else we did. I don't remember dinner. It must not have been that memorable. But I was going to show you a few things that I got at that thrift store, if you want to see them. Of course, I probably should maybe be decorating this and letting it dry. What you think? See, this is kind of a bland day. Well, the pepper might have been the highlight of my day. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna set that aside for a minute. Let's see, Friday was the 2nd. Oh, I knew I should have made notes. I did make some, but I don't think I did that much on Friday, other than I did a good bit in the garden, and then I had a doctor's appointment, so, you know, woohoo, right? Oh, and then I fiddled with my phone storage the rest of the day, or that evening. But I was going to show you, if you want to see, I got a couple of really cute books. And I'll make this kind of short. I was going to try to keep this video a little bit short. Anyway, they have a, that thrift store is like a church thrift store, so it funds their, like, elementary school. So you find a good bit of, like, this stuff there. But it doesn't matter. Look at that cover. Isn't that incredible? I love, love, love the illustrations on this, in this time frame. Let's see, 1969. Okay. I like the big print, the large print. Like if you just need words for your journal, or especially like art journal. This one has some very basic illustrations. But anyway, the cover was all the reason I need. And it is 9 by 7, which is, like, I think perfect size for a journal. I love this size. Anyway, so in the spine was perfect. It's only about an inch. I mean, this just couldn't be a better size for a journal in my book. Anyway, then there's these, and I have several of these. More power. I don't know, but I just think the graphics on it are fun. I don't think this was ever, it doesn't look like it was ever used, because usually you see kids' names and stuff, but it says October 1971, I think. But look at all the graphics, the colors, this kind of would that still be mid-century illustration, you know, just, you saw a lot of, like, a single color with the black and white. I think that might have been 50s, 60s time frame too, but anyway, these kids' books, they're pretty cheap, and look at all the, you know, this might be more art journal, or, I mean, that would be, or even those, like, the collage, the prompts, you know, this is instructions with some really cute illustrations, or, you know, if you baked and you need to document it in your journal, you know, perfect. So, anyway, just some really cute, look at this, tape and scissors, paper, pencils, egg carton. Isn't that adorable? Oh, and they had a yard sale. Anyway, I could go on and on. Do you have any junk around your house? It's time to clean up. Yeah, which one of us couldn't use that in our journal, right? Oh, look at these cute signs. Okay, well, I won't show you everything, but see how they're normally written in? But these are pretty good. Good too. These are a thinner page, but these are the old readers. Like what, second, third grade, something like that, fourth grade, I don't know. 4th grade maybe. Anyway, you know, just lots of words, lots of variety. I looked at Wizard of Oz. Just tons of hot air balloons. This right here, yes, I was trying to find that before. This, I think, sold me on this book. Oops. I loved this. I mean, just the black and white with that red balloon, and then there's several. See, look at all these. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do with it, but it will end up in my art journal somewhere. I just loved it. But just some fun stuff. And, you know, there's like, and there's like the dictionary back here. So, you know, we always are looking for words, or, you know, you can always put dictionary words in your journal or whatever. This was different. I don't normally, it kind of took me off guard. I, you know, wasn't expecting to go, ooh, I gotta have that one. But there were some, just some neat, I don't know. There's words, there's just some different, I think this was from the early 80s maybe. I don't know. It looked 70s to me, but I think I looked it up and it was like early to mid 80s. But I love this type of the graphics and paper collage. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm trying really hard to stay out of. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? Trying very hard to stay out of thrift stores and whatever, but oh, here we go. I needed something with a watch. Unless I have a very specific purpose for it, you know, I've got plenty of stuff that I'm gonna use one day. So, but I don't know. Some of these just have some unique illustrations in them that it's just hard to pass up sometimes. This is another one that I love. I collect. It just becomes automatic. Every time I see one of hers, I grab it. The Helen Stoner Rice. I love poetry anyway. And then this one is different. 1972. The handwriting is gorgeous, but look at the colors, and it's these 3 colors throughout the whole book. Isn't that weird? Just kind of some or black and white, and then it's like every other page. But that's kind of how when they printed in that era, that's sort of how they did it. Not sure why. I'm sure they had a reason. It's like every other page. But I just thought that was so cool, and very different colors to be together. I mean, it's a real kind of a hot pinkish coral and that real bright purple. But anyway, I love poetry, but anyway, I don't know. I'm getting a shelf full of these, though. I haven't used any of them. I'm finding myself hoarding them. Well, no, I'm collecting them. Hoarding is such a strong word. And then, you know, there's these. I love kids' books. I think I just didn't get enough of this stuff when I was a kid. I know I read, but I just don't think I got, I don't know. Actually, this one is like falling apart, so I'm going to help it the rest of the way. And this is very much sewn in, so this will be easy to take apart. You know, y'all have all seen this. But I always have a hard time with the, yeah, see, here's the strings in the center of the signature. So I don't know. I think I'm going to use these. You know, sometimes I'll think, okay, I'm just going to use these because they're very thick pages. And I'll get the book specifically to put pages in like a, you know, in a junk journal or just making like your daily journal, you know, like this. And I started off, I was thinking about doing that. But every time I get one of these books, I'm like, oh, but I don't want to use it as my base page. I'm going to cut that picture out. I'm going to use that picture. And so I really need an old, boring book that has really thick pages and just writing on it. So, yeah, whenever I find that book, I will let you know. But in the meantime, I don't know. I'm going to try really hard to weed out some of the pictures. Like this one I probably wouldn't use. I'm not into dragons so much, but anyway. But I do love, look at that ice cream cone. Oh my goodness. Okay, well anyway, I think I just reliving my childhood. I wanted to show you a couple other things. I almost forgot. That I got from that thrift store. The same thrift store that I got those books from. And there was a couple of other little books. I love Robert Frost. My favorite poet. And this is poetry for young kids. This is the Scholastic books. Anyway, I know you're seen enough books, I'm sure, but anyway, A Girl's Garden. Look at that. How perfect. Okay. And then this one I thought was just kind of strange. But just some neat little, you just never know what you're going to find in these kids' books. So if you haven't, you know, really ever thought about using, looking for like these old cheap, I mean, thrift stores have tons of them, and most of the time they're really cheap. Just, you know, for journal fodder, whether it's your daily journal, whether it's an art journal, you know, I mean, you can use these for so many things. Okay, I'll get off that subject. But I hit Sizzix Pay Dirt. Yes, these are some of the older original, the original Sizzix, like original, the red. Anyway, this is a frame. And, yeah, frame, rectangle. And then this little puzzle piece I thought was so cool. I mean, I don't know when this was made. Well, maybe 2007. Hey, actually has the date on it. Wow, imagine that. And then these were some circles. They're, it actually punches out. It's got the cut inside the cut, so it makes the inner circle and the frame, the pink part. Anyway, I thought those were really cool. There were bins of Sizzix. I would have gone broke, but there was some stuff I didn't even know what it was, and it was pretty cool. But anyway, then I got this stamp. It says friends, family, celebrate. I passed up. I was really good. I showed a lot of self-control, restraint, whatever. These are just some wood-mounted stamps. So I thought these were kind of cool. There were so many. Oh my goodness, there was a bunch of Stampin' Up stuff. Somebody must have just donated like their entire craft room, which is odd. We usually don't have that. I usually don't see a lot of that, but anyway, I thought this was really neat. It's like friends and then the definition. Anyway, oh, I love what it says too. friends, people attached by affection or esteem, people who share good times, bad times, dreams, ideas, goals, and lots of fun. People you would not hesitate to invite over at any time, even if your house is a mess and your hair is a fright. People you rely on, and the people and who rely on you always. People you love so much you wish, well, anyway, it stops there. But is that not too cool? I love that. Yeah, so pretty cool. I think that was like 99 cents. Isn't that cool? Alrighty, well, I just thought I would show you that before I put all of that stuff away. But anyway, and I was thinking I might go back, sometime and see if some of the other stuff was, something I couldn't live without. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I wish I was on a time crunch too, because I had to be somewhere. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed there for the rest of the day and just looked and looked and looked. But anyway, just wanted to show you all my goodies that I got. And I've never gotten to do a haul before, so that's always kind of fun. But they're fun to watch. I've never gotten to show anybody all my goodies. So, all right, well, I just thought I'd share that with you, and anyway, get on with the rest of my journal. And if anybody's interested in, I know I did that one video where I used the Sizzix. If anyone really, wanted to see more of that, I'm not a Sizzix expert, but I've used it to cut a number of things and to do a number of things, including metal for jewelry. I don't do that anymore, but I still have some of the stuff. But anyway, if anybody has any interest in that, chime in the comments. And the more specific, if you want to see something more specific than general, then let me know that too. And I probably will use it on a video, but I could actually do one and devote, a video to that specifically. So, really looking forward to using that puzzle piece one. My creative brain just went haywire when I saw that, because I thought, wow, I could do so many. There's so many things you could do with that. So, alrighty, well, I am going to, I'm going to stop there, I think, for now. I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you for watching, and thank you for giving me a chance. I know that those first few videos were probably a little rough to watch, and probably some from here on out will be, but we all get a little tongue-tied and a few ums and don't have a good plan, or a plan goes wrong. And anyway, it's one thing when you're sitting by yourself and you're doing your own crafting, nobody knows. But when you make a video of it, then you have what my husband calls video evidence. So anyway, all right, well, y'all have a great week, and hope you had a great weekend and a happy 4th, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.